Hello, this is Jeffrey, and I'm popping in here to tell you about the wonderful fiction podcast, The Amelia Project. Have you ever daydreamed about disappearing and starting over? What if there was a company that provided that service? That's the premise of the comedy fiction podcast, The Amelia Project. It's a show about a secret death-faking agency. In each episode, you hear a new client being interviewed, and the dilemmas that bring them to the death-faking agency are in turn funny, thought-provoking, or downright surreal. I think if I was going to fake my own death, I'd probably go with something like Lost in the Mountains, hiking or mountaineering or something like that, just disappearing into thin air. Anyway, the show is unique and tackles philosophical questions and impossible dilemmas with a lightness of touch, always making you laugh. Since it's a series with an overarching plot, we recommend you start with episode 1, and you'll soon be hooked on this weird, funny, mysterious, and exciting show. You can find The Amelia Project wherever you listen to podcasts. Please go check it out.
Sinclair University, Rogers Hall, April 2029.
I am going.
Sounds good.
I am going far. I am going away. I am going...
Far away? To a different galaxy, perhaps?
I am going away because for the first time in years, I can go away.
I am beside myself with joy for you.
The children won't be back from spring break for another 2 weeks. There's no major event in the academic circuit, and nobody in Boston needs me for the next few days. The planets, the stars, the comets in the asteroid belt, everything has finally aligned, and so...
You're going away?
Away I go.
Have fun. Morning, Miss Katari.
Good morning, Professor McCandless.
Rika, have you heard?
You're going away. I have heard. Where are you going away to?
A place of wonder and enchantment and whimsy known only as the Four Seasons Puerto Escondido.
Is it known that way because that is what it is called?
That is precisely the reason why it is known that way.
Don't encourage him.
And on the premises of this mythical place, I shall enjoy 5 different buffets, 11 swimming pools, 32 kinds of outdoor recreational activities. Want to know how many of these activities I will be recreating?
32 of them.
0. Once I get on that plane in 3 hours and 11 minutes, I am doing 2 things. I am doing fuck, and I am doing all. Just that. For 5 days. Fuck all. And big drinks. Big drinks with teeny tiny little umbrellas in them. That's it.
I hope you have a good time, Dr. Blackwell. Professor McCandless, here's the latest from the Shen site.
Thank you.
Oh, is there anything new about the crypt? Because I was thinking that...
I thought you were going away.
You're right. I am going far. I am going away. I am going now. My bags are packed. My coat is donned. I have performed the magical incantation that shall summon an Uber to take me to the airport. Turn the little sign on the door of this building over to closed because my friends, my Romans, my countrymen, Adam Blackwell is officially on vacation.
Would you just go already?
That must be my little rideshare chariot calling even as we speak. I am going. Good afternoon, this is Adam Blackwell.
Please hold for the White House.
And already I have a bad feeling about this.
Dr. Blackwell, good afternoon. Is now a good time?
I'm actually about to go to the airport. I'm going to Mexico. It's my first vacation.
Adam, is now a good time for the President of the United States?
Yeah, now's a good time, Madam President. What do you need? Audacious Machine Creative presents The Harbingers, created by Gabriel Urbina. Episode 12, The Lost Art of Keeping a Secret. Okay, let me ask you, how far does privilege stretch? You're my lawyer, I'm your client. Everything between us is supposed to be confidential, yeah?
Up to a point, yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking. What's the point?
Well, if you said something and I was left with the reasonable impression that disclosing it would be the only way to prevent someone's death or someone getting seriously hurt, I'd have to break privilege. If I was worried that our professional relationship might result in a conflict of interest, I could disclose enough to ascertain whether that was the case or not. If disclosing something might prevent you from committing fraud, or doing something that would substantially harm someone's financial interests, or...
What about something where me sharing the information with you would be the crime?
This, of course, is a purely speculative question.
Of course. Call it a bit of academic curiosity.
Right. This is Claudia Skinner, and this concludes Information Prep Session 17 for case MGR 831.
Okay, the thing
But, Erica, we're ending a little early for the night. We're all done here.
Okay. Do you want me to clear out the...
I'll handle it. Don't worry about it. I'll see Dr. Blackwell out too. You can head home for the night.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thank you.
So...
Wait! Okay. You are going to sit there and tell me that somewhere in between the bad date and the linguistics workshop and the artificial star almost blowing up underneath Boston, we're going to, just for fun, throw in a side dish of secrets of goddamn state. Jesus bleeding Christ on the cross. What level of classified are we talking about? Oh, fuck me. Okay. Officially, no. You told me nothing about this. If this somehow gets brought up in the hearing, you and I will both clutch at our pearls out of the sheer outraged shock that a respected member of the government would put the nation at risk by sharing classified secrets, okay? Then I'll start yelling and I'll do some very scary things that will result in that person going to Leavenworth for opening their mouth, not you. Because you, my slippery friend, never told me shit about any of whatever this is. Savvy?
And unofficially?
Unofficially? If a punch is coming, I need to know so we can be ready. So, let's have it. Where the fuck is this going?
I was gone, almost. 3 more minutes, I'd have been in the car. 3 more hours, and I'd have been on my way to Mexico. Beautiful Mexico with big drinks that have teeny tiny little umbrellas in them.
Adam,
Shut the fuck up about it already.
please. When this day started, I really didn't think this is where I'd end up.
Julian, when I first took one of your classes on dead languages from thousands of years ago, I really didn't think this is where either of us would end up.
May you live in interesting times. My father once told me that saying comes from an ancient Chinese curse. They used to throw it at their worst enemies. Please go live through events.
Is that actually where it's from?
Who knows? Probably not. But that's not the point.
Is the point that you're feeling cursed right now?
The point is that I wish my father were still alive to see where I am right now.
I wish my sister could see this. She passed away
when I was 17. Car crash. She was 2 years younger than me.
What was her name?
Laurel. Laurel Madison Blackwell. I wish I could talk to her. Talk to her about everything. Everything that's happened.
Gentlemen, we're ready for you. Step this way, please.
Thank you. Map room. Ground floor of the White House. April 2nd, 2029.
Adam, thanks for coming down.
Yeah, of course. Allow me to introduce Professor Julian McCandless,
Madam President?
the world's leading expert in all things Harbinger.
It's a pleasure, Professor. I appreciate you being here.
It's my privilege to be of assistance.
What exactly are we helping you with? And why did it have to be right now?
I'm guessing it has something to do with...
With the big set of ancient stone slabs on the table here? Yeah, that's what I need help with.
Jesus Christ, these look...
Considerably older than Jesus Christ? Yeah, we thought so too. And the writing on them?
It's a combination of the language of the sun and I think a few other things. Do you need these translated? Is that why you called the two of us here?
That's why I called the three of you here.
The three of...
Boo.
Ah! God damn it.
Hi, Adam.
How very nice to see you, Amy. I'm surprised you could get away from the tour for a night.
I'm surprised Eckerberg let you get away from Boston for a night. I'm guessing you finished your homework early and ate all your vegetables.
Well, at least what I'm doing is...
Yeah, if we could maybe just speed through this part. Banter, 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 growl, 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 grr, grr, grr. Can we get back to the old writing carved on these rocks, please? How long do you think it would take the three of you to translate these?
A day? Maybe 2?
You have 7 hours.
7 What? Why 7 hours?
Because these are archaeological artifacts recovered by U.S. agents in international territory. Standard practice says we have 24 hours from when we acquire the material to release all information about it out to the public.
Okay, that's... If anything, that'll make translation go faster. We can get Oxford on this and Buenos Aires and...
No. In 7 hours and 5 minutes, I am declaring these military assets and all knowledge about them classified. At 5:19 tomorrow morning, these no longer exist.
And why are you doing that?
I think that's your cue, Admiral.
Ma'am, I want to once again express my concern at...
It's noted, Admiral. They'll behave themselves. Besides, in 2 minutes, you're going to be the least pissed off person in this room. Brief them.
Approximately 36 hours ago, deep-range sonar scans detected an underwater detonation in the Sea of Japan. Surveillance placed 2 South Korean submarines entering the area, but only 1 leaving. Officials in Seoul claim they were performing a deep-sea survey on a wrecked ship, but we have no intelligence of any wrecks in the area. The USS Willamette, one of our Columbia-class submarines, was close enough to perform a salvage operation. They did not find a wrecked ship. Instead, they found an old structure on the seabed.
What kind of structure?
The old stone kind, Amy. The kind these two get paid to study.
The Willamette also located the remains of the missing South Korean submarine. And within those remains, they found these items. Presumably, they were recovered from the structure.
Wait, does the South Korean Navy know that?
No. Our crew got in and out undetected.
Well, as far as you know, but...
Professor, when the Admiral says they got in and out, that's the end of that. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am. Apologies, Admiral.
But wait. Only 1 submarine was lost? The other one made it back. So presumably they might have found more things down in the structure? And if they were willing to leave these behind...
The rest of what they found must have been even more valuable than these are. Very good, Dr. Blackwell. We had our in-house experts look at these, and they verified that they look authentic. Started translating this one. They got far enough to realize it's an accurate description.
An accurate description of what?
Of the powers that thing on your finger lets you do, Dr. Blackwell.
This stone slab says what my ring can do?
Oh, yes. And that's not even the good part. My people are not quite as good as the three of you, but they're good enough to spot one word that turns up in each of those slabs. Schral.
Ring. 8 slabs.
Each describing a different ring. 8 rings, just like the statue of the Magus King.
So, right here on this table, we might have a full catalog of every Harbinger ring. And what kind of magic they would let someone do.
Including the one that is almost certainly now in the hands of the South Korean military. Welcome to the party. 7 hours and 2 minutes. Get to work.
You had this back in April of last year? The US government had this before the captain and Jesus fucking Christ, Adam.
I know.
And this was the archaeological find.
I know.
A trove of information, like what was on those slabs must have been...
It did. I know.
The fact that it was all...
Claudia, yes. Je sais. This was a lot. It was the kind of thing that might change my field in a day more than it changed in a century.
And you were just happy to go along with it being red-taped out of existence.
What makes you think I was happy about anything that night? The map room. 4 hours later.
You're being too literal.
How am I being too literal? By writing down what is literally on this piece of rock?
Shralta alevia koren dol krerkor sildron. Sildron, Adam.
No, that wouldn't apply here because...
it absolutely would apply here.
Look at the way it's reflected in this passage over here. It has to be elidron.
Oh, so you don't think it literally means air particles, like the gas that's all around
I'm not
us at all times?
saying that yet. I'm just saying that if you look at the writing more generally, you could actually figure out...
We've still got 2 more of these to do, remember? And so if you would just stop second-guessing yourself, that would be great.
I'm not second-guessing anything. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I don't know if you've noticed, but at this point, I have years more practice at this than you do.
You two need a room or something?
I mean, whatever,
it's fine.
only...
We're just...
Okay, then. In case you were curious, you're both wrong. Adam, you are being too literal. But, Miss Sterling, you're forgetting the top third of the tablet. It points toward the tertiary usage. Shral ta alevia, corindor, hildra elgor. Agreed? Very good. Now, can we please move on to the next one before we run out of time?
Yeah, all right.
No. This is wrong.
Well, that must be a world record. You want to let me write something down before you tell me what's wrong with my translation?
No, that's not... This whole thing is wrong. This is the archaeological find of a lifetime. This is the Childers column, times 8. We shouldn't be rushing through this. This should be getting studied. It should be getting scanned and carbon dated. It should go to Robotham and Jung and Ramirez so they can tell us all the things we missed. And then it should be put in a museum so that people can look at it for the next 400 years and figure out all the things that we all missed.
Adam.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. And a child. I get it. This is incredible. I'd give my left hand to get to keep studying these, and I don't even do this professionally anymore. But come on. These things on our fingers, they could be weapons. They could be dangerous.
How much harm has either of us done? Okay, Doom Scroller's responsible for some scary stuff, but we've survived. We're still alive.
Adam, be serious here. The things that Damian could do with his ring, if he wanted
Damian
to,
has done less with his ring the entire time he's had magic than either of us have done in a week.
You can't think of it in those
The world has had magic for more than 3 years. We are still here. And now we're just going to let her destroy something invaluable just because it maybe has information that might be dangerous? Who is she to make that call?
She's the woman that 87 million people voted for to be exactly the person that makes that call for us.
87 million Americans. A few years ago, someone who shall remain nameless wouldn't miss a single chance to remind me that the Harbingers were a global phenomenon. How is it okay that we get to make this choice for everyone on the planet?
That's funny, because a year ago, someone was yelling at me about how we need to be careful.
I am being careful.
No, you are being extremely reckless and finding a clever way to justify it to yourself.
Listen to me.
All right, I've got a minute to... What? What's wrong with the two of you? What's wrong with them?
It would take a brighter man than me, Madam President. But if you'd like our findings so far. We've been able to examine 6 of the tablets. 4 of them correspond to the rings we already knew about. Shral Takeren, Tasiran, Taveran, Tarodran. The rings of movement, of the mind, of divination, of sympathy. The other 2 describe previously unknown articles. One is Shral Ta Alevia.
Which is?
Our best rough stab at it. The Ring of the Skies. The slab describes an article that grants authority over the air, over a harbinger word that kind of means the act of falling.
It lets you fly?
That's the conservative guess, yes. It lets you fly. Or make other things fly.
And the non-conservative?
Gravity manipulation? Maybe on a pretty big scale?
Okay. What about the other one?
Shral Ta Juren, the ring of the body. The slab describes a power over physical forms, an ability to cure, to make things healthy. But it could also describe the ability to manipulate illness, to control, again, rough translation of a complicated linguistic idea, a lack of health.
It could describe that?
Yeah, could. There's a lot of pretty educated guesswork here.
Right. Is there anything about where these are supposed to be? About whether there was a ring down there in that underwater structure?
No. Nothing so far, at least.
Damn. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
No, that's not it.
Adam?
I think you're about to make a big mistake. I think these are objects of immeasurable historic value. I think these could tell us more about the world that came before ours than anything else we've found in centuries. What you have on this table is Pompeii, and you don't have the right to just wipe it away out of fear. And I think you need to slow down long enough to think about this. And if you just take a bit of time here, you'll realize I'm right. In fact, I think you already know I'm right. So, please, just take an hour to think about what you're doing here. Okay?
Well, Dr. Blackwell, I think that you should know that when I stepped into this room just now, I walked away from a call with the governor of California about a massive wildfire half an hour south of San Francisco. I'm also waiting for a report from the commander of the 6th Fleet about whether we're about to have a fascinating real estate dispute with France over a chunk of the Atlantic Ocean. Meanwhile, the Canadian economy's falling apart, and I just lost 3 votes I need to get a healthcare subsidy through Congress. So yeah, I definitely got some time to... What was that? Slow down and think. And let you condescendingly tell me all about how I'm wrong and you're right. 2 hours and 58 minutes. Got it? Go.
The Harbingers will be back after these messages. And now, back to The Harbingers.
Forgot who you were talking to for a minute, didn't you?
Yeah. I guess I did. 2 days. 2 days after that was 1 year from her knocking on my door and asking for help with Chris Middendorf. She'd come a long way since that day, sitting next to me on the floor of that hospital. And as angry as I was in the moment, she's always been smart. Smart about these things, really. Hasn't always gotten it right, but...
But you always feel like she's tried to do her best. Even when all she's had are bad options. Yeah. I'm glad that you made sure that she...
Yeah. Well, it was the least I could do, considering.
In 2025, it took you a whole night to translate a piece they dug up from the Robinson site. And that was so impressively quick that it led to you being at the center of all this madness. The three of you translated 8 of these in just a few hours?
The study of Harbinger languages had come a long way in those years. Julian and I had done a lot to expand the vocabulary. Amy's always been brilliant, even if sometimes she leaps to a crazy conclusion. Credit where it's due. Shepard called the right 3 people for the job.
And the 3 of you just got it done?
We just got it done. Well, after a fashion. An hour later.
All right, so in this covenant is granted the dominion over issues...
Or matters?
Right, of the... I don't know, Dionica.
It's a slippery term, lots of double meanings. But generally, distant place, far off place?
So another ring related to moving matter, to speed. Adam, what do you think? Adam?
How does it make any sense to keep secrets in a world that has the Doomscroller in it?
Oh
Adam,
my
could
God!
we please
I'm
concentrate on
serious! There is a man out there who can snap his fingers and know whatever he wants. And we're going to destroy an incredible finding just to keep a secret that can't be kept anymore? Come on!
Ergo, Cradel, Shar, Percora. The power of one cannot affect the other. Remember? The rings are immune to one another.
How do we know that?
We know that because you two have
No,
not...
we didn't. She tried to read my mind. I tried to teleport her hair. We never tried something specifically on the ring.
Adam.
Maybe it's only the wielders that are immune. Maybe the rings themselves are... We don't know.
All right, fine. Try it.
Excuse me?
Try it. Teleport my ring right now. Let's get it over with.
Take it off, put it on the table. And
No. If you really think it'll work, teleport it off my hand. You got enough control to send something to the moon, you got enough to do that much. Let's go.
I'm sorry. I'm just... I'm so tired.
Go take a lap.
No, I'm fine. It's just...
Go get some air. Miss Sterling and I will keep going. We'll need fresh eyes when you get back.
Okay. I'll be back in 10.
Make it 15. All right?
Five minutes later. What a night.
You know, Dr. Blackwell, I don't know how other people might have done it, but in my White House, nobody's allowed to smoke without me.
That's very fair. Here, let me...
Thank you.
Shouldn't you be, I don't know, making sure Canada doesn't burn down or something?
I got a few minutes between calls. Long enough for a cigarette. You all right? I kind of gave you a pretty good bitch slapping earlier. You okay?
I'm fine, Madam President. I'm fine.
Okay. 40 seconds. Convince me.
The Harbingers had this myth about this girl who wanted to protect her family from a monster. But she didn't have the tools to do that, so she created this word. And she used it to cut the monster. And that's where the Harbingers got Vitelka, their word for sword. And the word led to the thing. Suddenly, everyone in the village could be safe from the monsters. We do more when we know that more is possible. When we have the words to describe it. When we have the idea. It's as simple as that. Tonight, you and I learned that at some point in history, a man could fly. I think it'll be a lot harder to get to that point where we can fly again if we keep it a secret from everyone. Don't you?
Not bad. Not bad at all, Dr. Blackwell. But if I tell the world about these tablets, I need to tell them where I found them. And then South Korea knows we got their submarine, and they'll know we know they found something.
But, I'm sorry, did I miss something? Aren't they our allies?
They are. But right now there are allies who are lying to us and who might have just acquired a military asset of incredible power. So we know, but we don't tell them we know. That's the move for tonight.
Okay. It's not that I don't get it, I do. But from the point of view of history, this is...
You ever read any Thomas Merton? Check his stuff out sometime. American monk. One of the first to write about what it means to believe in God when you live in a world where Hiroshima and Nagasaki happened. You know what concept he hated? History. Because when we look at things from the point of view of history, no one's responsible. No one's accountable. It's all just history. We cannot go on playing with nuclear fire and shrugging off the results as history. We are the ones concerned. We are the ones responsible. History does not make us. We make it. Or we end it. Look, it's one thing for people to know there might be more magic rings out there. It's another for everyone to have a list of what they are, what they do, because for the right thing, for the right kind of sword, there's no limit to how stupid people are going to get. And then, we're all history. Thanks for the cigarette, Doctor. I'll see you inside.
Yeah. See you inside. "10 minutes later. Hey, okay, I'm back. Sorry, again. How are you doing? Are you getting anywhere with... What? What is it? What's wrong?
We think we have it. At least the top-line stuff. For both of the last two. Do us a favor and proof this for us?
Do us a favor and tell us we got something wrong.
Okay. Just... Holy fuck. No. I don't think you got anything wrong.
Adam, we cannot.
No. No, we can't. Nobody else can find out about this. This is...
I know, Adam. I know.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't mention it.
You actually changed your mind. You wanted them to get rid of the stone slabs.
Well, they tell me I'm a pretty stubborn guy, but once in a blue moon, I am so enormously wrong that even I can admit it. President Shepard was right. There's a difference between knowing nuclear power is possible and knowing there's a bomb somewhere for the taking.
But do you really think it did that much good to keep it a secret? I mean, to go with your metaphor, 2 more bombs were found before the end of 2029, And then one more in the first half of this year.
But nobody tore the world apart trying to find them. By the time people understood what those rings did, they were found. It was done. That was the difference.
What did it say, though? What was on that piece of paper that got you to change your mind?
Something that when I saw it, I thought, I'd burn down half the world to get my hands on this. The map room, 2 hours later.
Thank you, officers. Dr. Blackwell, Professor McCandless, Miss Sterling. Do you have anything else to report?
No, ma'am.
No, that's it.
And you are as one in your recommendation?
We are.
Very good. Thank you for your assistance tonight. Admiral?
Pursuant to the findings recovered from the Sea of Japan in the early hours of April 1st, 2029.
You all right?
Yeah, Amy, I'm okay.
It's the right thing to do. Between Walker and Donahue and... Too many people are afraid of us right now. The last thing we need is word getting out about the Ring of Demons.
That's the one that worries you. I'm more concerned about the other one.
Yeah. Well, with any luck, once these tablets are gone, no one will ever find out that somewhere on this planet there is a ring that lets you talk to dead people.
Yeah. With any luck.
And so, by the authority of the Office of the President, all matters related to these findings are declared classified and confidential, and their unauthorized disclosure will henceforth be considered a crime against the government and citizenry of the United States of America.
It is so ordered.
This has been The Harbingers, created by Gabriel Urbina. Come back on May 7th for episode 13, Sex, Drugs, and Existential Dread. Today's episode was written by Gabriel Urbina. It was directed and sound designed by Jeffrey Nils Gardner. It featured the voices of Andres Enriquez as Adam Blackwell, Lauren Grace Thompson as Amy Sterling, Emmy Bean as Claudia Skinner, Joshua K. Harris as Julian McCandless, Sabrina Odigie as Andrea Shepard, Leah Kambata as Reika Kotari, Kristen DiMercurio as Erica Pfeiffer, and Marsha Harmon as Admiral Julia Winterbourne. It also featured the voices of Christopher Wilson and Betsy Palmer. Our original music was composed by Nicholas Padani. Our original show art was created by Cassie J. Allen. The executive producer for the series is Eleanor Hyde. You can learn more about the show, see a timeline of the events of our story, and become a supporting member at audaciousmachinecreative.com. This is an Audacious Machine Creative production. Thank you for listening.
Today's history tidbit. On March 26, 1882, Jacques Arsenault published his best-selling novel, A Journey into the Past. In it, he depicted the Harbinger ruins that can be found throughout the globe as the result of time-traveling expeditionaries from the 23rd century.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.